Wild and Free Healthy You podcast. This is Lynnie Wennerstrom, common sense health expert, unconventional health coach, creator of LynnieMotivates.com, author of 7 Simple Steps to a Crazy Awesome Healthy You, and your host of the Wild and Free Healthy You podcast. Your health is your number one asset. That's why on this podcast, we're going to talk about all facets of your health, mind, body, and spirit, which include unconventional strategies, tools, and solutions from a holistic point of view. Because without good health, there isn't much joy in life. If your gut always hurts, you have digestive issues, insomnia, brain fog, joint pain, suffer from thyroid and low energy issues, we're going to talk about it. If your heart hurts, you wonder what your purpose is, or you feel you are spiritually deficient, we're going to talk about that too. We'll talk about recipes and food, getting fit, staying youthful, organization of heart and home, setting boundaries, creating a morning routine that's productive. We're going to talk about it all because health is not just physical. We need balance. From inspiration, motivation, and expansion of mind, body, and spirit, my goal is to help you protect your number one asset, your health. My intention with this podcast is to inform, educate, have fun, and to make getting healthier as easy as possible because health really comes down to common sense. Once you know the scoop and the how-to, you can take action for yourself and your loved ones. Your health is truly your wealth, and I want to help you protect it so you can live the life that you want to live. If you like what you hear for each episode, please take the time to give me a 5-star review, comment, and share with your friends and family. This is how you can contribute to helping others, how the podcast will grow and reach more people, and how together we can inspire others to see the truth of our toxic world and learn how to navigate it with confidence and courage. Your suggestions for the show are always valued and welcome. We're going to have some fun along the way, and we're going to learn a lot. Don't forget to visit me at LynnieMotivates.com to see what's new as I grow not only this podcast, but the site as well. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and all social media at Lynnie Motivates. Now, be your biggest fan and your biggest cheerleader because it's time to protect your number one asset, your health. Thanks for listening and subscribing to the Wild and Free Healthy You podcast. Hey, Lynnie Wennerstrom, common sense health expert. I'm going to show you something really cute. Hold on. Come here, puppies. What it is? Little puppy? Is that a puppy? Say hey yo. It's a little puppy that went running with me, so she's a little dirty. Come on, feather. Hold on 1 second. Something else very cute for you. Come here, puppy. Hang on, coming. Oh, was that worth the wait? Wait there, look at that little face. This is Feathers. It's Ivy Feather and Ivy Happy Beans. So Ivy Happy Beans, we named them in honor of Ivy, who passed October 16th and who transitioned. So as you have been, if you have been following me, you already know how that ended. And now we have something new. So very excited to introduce you to the Ivies, and it's in honor of Ivy. Steve really, my hubby, really wanted to make sure that her name was honored, that she's honored. He loved her name, he loved her, and was super, super sad. And so we got them just like I think like 2 weeks afterwards. They were born on September 5th. And so anyway, now they are here with us. So very excited to share that with you. I also have something really big to share with you. And if you're interested in following me on a journey, because I've done many, many things. And again, if you have been following me for probably for years, you know that I've gotten certified in many things like reading the Akashic Records and eccentrics, the exercise, full body dynamic exercise, and other things. And so I'm very, very unconventional in the way that I approach things, kind of all or nothing many times. And I've really worked on that because I don't think that all or nothing is always the best way to approach things. But for this that I want to share with you, kind of with the puppies, that was all or nothing, right? Why one, get two? it's a job. And before I share where I'm going on my new journey that I'd like to share with you, I hope that you'll follow me on that. I'll get that on Instagram and probably Facebook and everything. So just I can like pop on and do little things rather than like on my podcast, like with this. But because it is wild and free, healthy you. What is being wild and being free? It's being just who you are, being authentically you, and pursuing your passion and your happiness, and making sure that everything that you want, that you do it, because there's a finite amount of time on this planet in the role that we have chosen to play. Like my role is Lynnie, and during this lifetime, and there's a finite amount of time before I go back to the essence of Lynnie, just energy of the one, right? We all go back to that beautiful energy. And so I want to talk about choices today, and some of the things that have been happening in my life right now. My husband has he got very ill there for a while, and still is definitely not even close to 100%. I'd say he's about maybe 35%. And he was diagnosed 3 years ago with congestive heart failure, and we, through our unconventional ways, were able to turn that around. We are not into labels. That's something that if you say you have it, you have it. So it was something we were able to move the needle on that. And now he got back to that point where he was very, very very sick, and he's definitely on the mend. And so, but we had that going on, and he's only been on the mend for about 3 days. So it's been many months, plus then Ivy passed, and then we got the new puppies, and that's kind of crazy. And I've taken on some new things. I have a group that meets every Thursday, which is here in my home. And the last couple of Thursdays, I haven't been able to do that because Steve's been very ill. So we've had it at other homes, but still, there's a lot to do with that, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful group. We've a lot of beautiful souls, and if you're in the Denver area, I invite you to become part of that. It's basically there's sovereignty and medical freedom, and just basically being who you are. And there's just so much more to it, supporting our small businesses and our entrepreneurs, making sure that we take care of one another, and that we're, during these interesting times, that we're all there for one another in any capacity that we can, whatever it is that we can do, whether it to be cook for another one that's sick or doing whatever it is. Like for me, my group rallied, and 2 people said they would have the meeting at their home, which was incredible for me because I didn't want to cancel the meeting. So, it's just a community that will do whatever for the other that we can possibly do, and it's beautiful. But there is a lot going on in my life. So now I just wanted to set the stage for you, because one of the things that as you know, I have really tried to develop an online business, and so that we can travel, because we RV and we're building a home. That's another thing I didn't tell you. But you know about that if you've been following me. If you've been following me, you know all of this stuff, but I'm just kind of summarizing everything for you. So that is, the materials have been delayed, and it's just been a very interesting thing. Plus, when Steve would go up there, he can't breathe because he doesn't get enough oxygen, because he had a lot of fluid in his lungs. So it's so that's happening as well, and we're getting ready to sell the home that we're in now, and so all kinds of fun stuff going on. So now, the other thing that I added to my life is I made a very, very huge investment in myself. Getting my message out to the world is really important to me, to empower you to be your best, highest self, to understand that you're not of this world, and we are here for a short time. And what do we do with that? To increase confidence, to understand our spiritual connection, to look for, to have critical thinking, and to basically, I want to shine my light to make yours brighter. That's really important to me. If I can shine my light and you're having a down day, I want to motivate you, I want to inspire you, and I want to encourage you. That it is my mission to do that. And I don't know why, but I just love shining my light and seeing others shine brighter with that light. I love when others shine their light, and then it helps me to shine brighter. It's a beautiful thing, because we are all one. We are all of the one energy, and we all go back to that energy. So we are light, and it's beautiful. So in order to get my message out, there are certain things that I want to do. My meditations, which I have given a few away, I don't know how many, but just maybe one. I think maybe I did that for Mother's Day. And I've been working on some others and some short videos and some other things. But truly, this is really, really important to me. And it's like, how do I do that? And not just, how do I get my message out? And how do I help others? And also be able to live freely doing that, live the life that I want to live, RVing, live in Westcliff, live here, wherever it is, take our puppies and Steve, and we just go. And I'm able to work from the motorhome, which I have been doing. But I want it to be consistent, and I want it to be so, instead of hit or miss, I just really want to give back, and I want to make an impact on the world. I want to raise my frequency, and I want to help you to raise your frequency, and I want to raise the frequency of the planet. Really important to me. So, given all that, I just want to share, what did I do? What did you do, Lynnie? I forgot to put my earbuds on, so I hope this is working, because look, here they are. So anyway, so what did I do? I spent a huge amount of money. Huge for me, may not be huge for you, but it's huge for me. And on something called mentors, and mentors that help you to get to where you want to go. And so I'm going to disclose all of that on the next one, because I want you to be able to see what I put into it and what I get out of it. And I want to be accountable to myself, to my husband, who I want to retire by his birthday in 23. It's April the 2nd of 23. So I want to be able to retire him by then. That's my goal. And it always has been my goal to retire him. And so that's that, plus there's just so much. I just really want to live that life. But the feeling that I get when one of you emails me, emails me, texts me, responds to my newsletter or something, and says how I inspired you, or how I helped you with one of my inspirational thoughts, or a card pull, or whatever it is. It makes me feel so good. And the high frequency love notes that I've sent out, and I've gotten such good feedback on that, and it just makes me so happy. So I want to be very consistent, and I really want to create something so beautiful, so impactful for you. And if you are interested in following me along this journey, because I'm going to just be very honest about the whole thing. I mean, I'm sure there will be days when I'm not motivated, and days when I'm gung-ho, and mostly I'm gung-ho. So I made the decision last week, put my investment in, and started. So I started, and I have like my first coaching call tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. So we'll see where it goes. I'm very, very excited about this. So I will share everything with you
and take you along the journey. I'm going to give you a link. Not this time. I've got to put the page together, but I want it to be separate, because I don't want, if you are not interested in following me along this journey of mine that I've decided that I want to take, and I want you to be able to see, because I want everybody can do this. We can all do this. This isn't about just building a business with an impactful message, having your message and getting it out to the masses and then being able to live freely. It's about gaining confidence and building the life of your dreams, and having the knowing that what you're doing is you're doing for yourself. You're doing to be the best person you can possibly be, to be happy, to be joyful, to feel those wonderful, warm feelings of how amazing that you are. And this is what I'm doing for myself. And I know that if you follow along, you're going to see the reality of all of this. So I will, if you want to follow me, I will send out a link in my newsletter, and I will put it underneath this video in my podcast, and it'll have an opt-in page, and you can just follow me along the journey and watch me succeed. I'm not going to say fail, because I didn't invest the amount of money that I did in order to fail. I will not fail. But you will see the good, the bad, and the ugly alongside me. So I do extend that offer, that invitation, if you would like to join me for that. I know it's going to be a very interesting journey. I'm super excited about it, and I'm super excited to have you come along and say, Lynnie, you better get on it, or or what about this? Have you thought about this idea? Or, who knows? Or keep going, Lynnie, cheering me on, or whatever it is. I just want you to be a part if you would like to be a part. So thank you very mucho. And choices, right? Choices are so important. We always talk about choices, and we have a choice, everything, the way that we look at things, the way that we can choose to get mad, we can choose, about something, we can choose to get hurt, we can choose, it's all choices. We can choose to be happy, we can choose to forgive, we can choose to love, we can choose to shine our light. In any situation, we have choice, and it's beautiful. It's very, very beautiful. So this is my choice, and moving through. And I'm looking forward to check out the link below. I should have, if it's not there, it'll be there. It might not be there this moment, but I haven't created the opt-in page yet, because I need to have a separate email list. Because I just don't want to bombard those who are not interested in this. They want the health, the spirituality, the mind, body, and spirit, the unconventional Lynnie, all of that, although this is pretty unconventional too. But I just don't want to mix those, the two email lists, because some people just might not be interested, and I don't want to force you to be part of something you don't want to be part of. So it'll be an opt-in, and you get to follow me through that. So I'm very excited to share this with you. I'm about ready to bounce. I love you guys so incredibly mucho. I appreciate you, and I better be a little more consistent in my newsletters, right? All right. I love you guys. Have a fantabulous day, and we will chat with you later. See ya. Ciao.
Thanks for listening to the Wild and Free Healthy You podcast. I appreciate you so incredibly mucho. Make sure you always take care of you first, because your health is your #1 asset. To listen to more podcasts, check out LynnieMotivates.com and follow me on Instagram @LynnieMotivates. Don't forget to share them with your family and friends. Remember to always be your biggest fan and your biggest cheerleader, because no one can love you more than you can. Take care of you. Ciao.